Good afternoon, folks. How is everyone? As always, I hope you are doing well. You're my people. You know I love you. I always want you to be the big three. I want you healthy. I want you happy. I want you safe. The weather has finally taken a spring-like turn here in Phoenix, and so we're back outside. Under the bunker. Got the flags back up, though. People have been busting my ass. When you put the flags back up? Back up. Like the new one? I like the new one. All right, today we are going to take a look at another gas station grab. This one is Local Buzz. It's got a B on it. Buzz, Local Buzz. That's because it's a honey rye golden ale. So it comes to us from Four-Corners-Brewing Company. Inside is a crisp and delicious golden ale. A touch of honey gives the brew a sweet floral aroma. A hint of rye malt delivers a clean and zesty finish. Refreshing taste is what the buzz is all about. A salud. Cada dia endulza tu vida. Okay. Something about your life, I would imagine. We're looking at 5.0 for the ABV. 23 are the IBUs. Four Corners Brewing Company out of Dallas, Texas. Okay. Standard government warning bullshit. fcbrewing.com. Then it says Ball. Got the Ball logo for the mason jars. All right, that's what we got. Yes, even though I'm drinking out of a glass, I will clean my can off. Cans are disgusting. And this is also why I prefer to use bottles when I can get my hands on them. Take what you can get. Before we start this, CADAENDULZATU Vida. Just tell me what it says, guys. Don't give me English translation from lingui. Well, lingui, what does it mean? Sweetens your day. Ah. But that's only half of it. That is not the correct translation. It's not what I asked for, machine. Spanish to English. Your computer's so frickin' smart it can't translate the frickin' phrase. Text, paste. Every day sweetens your life. Okay, well that's better. And that's actually a little bit nicer. So, let us do the important stuff. Okay, I'm going to throw some tunes on. This is The Hives. Hives? Yeah, I know they're not out of Texas. Sue me. I'm a punny kind of guy. Here we go. You know how it goes. Don't want to be here. Come back in 2 minutes. Let's get it on. Really, machine? beautiful orange honey color. Real pretty. Color 12. There's your 2 minutes, and that's Idiot Walk. Walk, Idiot Walk. Sorry, Walk, Idiot Walk. We did play it from ScrewTube, so they're not going to ding us. This is Walk, Idiot Walk and Main Offender live in New York. Okay. The website is noisy. Noisy? Like Joyzy? Okay, so we did all the important stuff. Is there anything more they wish to tell us? No. Comes in 6 packs, 12 packs, Buenas mix, bomber cans, and half and full-size kegs. Pony and half keg. Pony and half keg. Inside is a crisp and delicious golden ale. The ale starts with a pale malt base, a dash of Munich for body, and you guessed it, a heapin' helpin' of rye malt, which gives a nice, slightly bready, slightly spicy finish. As the boil comes to a slow, hundreds of pounds of locally sourced honey are then added. This ensures that the delicate aromas of the honey are not cooked out and allows them to truly shine in the final product. This 5.2% front porch sipper brings a lot more to the party than a generic blonde ale. Refreshing taste is what the buzz is all about. Salud! That head's coming down. That was really, really pretty. So you guys know I've been baking bread, and the first shot of the head that I showed you looked like the bread dough after the first rise. It was a really, really nice look. So beer is, after all, bread in a can. All right, that's everything. So you know what time it is. It's time to give it a Biden. Let's slip it a sniffer and see what's going on. That smells really, really interesting. It actually has a sort of spicy smell to it. By the way, I bought the 6-pack for $5 a couple of months ago. And this has been sitting in the refrigerator ever since, because I just never got around to doing it. First world problems that we're not going to have for much longer is, well, we're not going there because this is a beer video. We did decide to give her a 12 for that really, really pretty orange honey color. So you get the honey off the nose. You get that spicy honey nose. Desert honey tends to be a little spicier. Citrus honey tends to be more citrus. Wildflower is more floral. Honey has a whole range. I like honey a lot. Good thing I ain't diabetic. I'm not pulling a lot of the malt. I'm not pulling much for hops. And she did say she was relatively lightly hopped. What did they say, 20? 23. So, not overly surprising. All right. What time it is? It's a honey blonde. You have to slip her a tongue. It's the frickin' rules, man. So let's slip it a tongue and get it on. Okay, so we are a little above temp. We're at like 51, which means it should have opened up. And again, I like my lagers and pilsners and even my Goldens and other lighter colored ales. I like them colder, just because that's how I like them. But at 51, 52, she should be opening up for us. When she comes in, the flavor profile is tongue, sublingual, buccal, intradental. Just the way she hits. She's nice, good body, good flavor. Runs medium. That might be the honey retarding everything down. Which is completely okay with me. I wouldn't say she's spicy in the traditional sense of habanero or jalapeno. It's not that kind of spicy, but it's that savory note. Although savory is meaty. And there's a new one, umami. I don't know what the hell umami is. I've seen it a couple times, I just don't remember. But it tastes like spiced, but not spiced like a Belgian. Okay, so with the Belgian, you get that banana clove, fruitcakey Brettanomyces. That's not what you're getting on here. My assumption is they used a straight regular ale yeast, which worked really well with the honey to give it a really full, nice flavor. So that the spice is the flavor. It doesn't taste like a normal blonde. It's a little sweeter. It's honey in it, go figure. But it also has a separate note that's kind of hard to quantify. But it's good. I paid $5 for the 6-pack. If I'd have known this was going to be any good, I would have went back and bought more. They were clearancing them out. I don't know why they were clearancing them out. Well, it was the middle of winter. Oh, well, the Best Buy is 11 December of 22. 014 July 22. It was canned in July and expired in December. Expired. It's in a can in a friggin' refrigerator. And that's why they were clearancing them, but unlike some of the other beers that we've drank that just tasted like they went bad in the can, this one does not. This one is actually a really solid brew. She could lace better. I did rinse the glasses as our custom, but as you can see, this honey blonde is not very clingy. Okay, go there. Could say points in its favor, but that might be sexist and misogynist. Yeah. I like this. It's a good beer. So, would I drink this again? Yeah. Would I buy this again? I wish I had bought more at that price, but yeah, I'd buy this again. Would I like try it on tap? Oh, hell yeah. This is actually pretty interesting. If you handed this to me out of the cooler, what would I say? I would say thank you very much. And don't let anybody else drink these because these are now mine. Hope you bought a lot. I like this. It's a good, solid, easy sipper. I wouldn't call this a summer beer. Okay, so you know, like when it's really hot, I imagine Dallas gets hot. We know Phoenix gets ungodly hot. No, but for a spring beer, yes. For a winter beer, no. For a fall beer, early fall when Indian summer still kicks in, sure. Once she starts to chill down and get cooler, then we're back into porters, stout, spiced seasonals, and Christmas ales. No, but right around now, this is a great beer. So, what do we give this? We like it. It's interesting for the style. It has a nice profile. It has good flavor. It has that really kinky note in there. 4.5. It was an easy 4.5 beer. The only reason we're not going to go any higher is because I don't know if it expired in the can, and I don't know if a fresh can tastes different from this one. I'll look for it again, and if I see it, I'll grab another one and do an update. 4.5, easy drinker, good solid beer. I like this. If the next can of this I find tastes just like this one, we're going to bump her up to a 4.75. So if you guys who live in Dallas and drink this stuff on a regular basis know any better, let me know. All right, my friends, thanks for coming by and putting some eyeballs on here, my people. I love you. I always want you to be liking, sharing, reminding, and subscribing. That's the big 4. 4. Gotta push it. The other thing I always want you to be is the big 3. I want you healthy, I want you happy, I want you safe. Honorable, dutiful, and vigilant is how we get there. Gray man, situational awareness, hot and handy are the tools that help us accomplish the goal. That's what I got for you guys. Thank you for coming by, though. I do appreciate it. We have some new projects in the works that I will tell you about. But sometimes it's easier said than done. Just saying. So, until next time, my friends. Skol.